All right, y'all. So I am going to go over the power of networking. I'm gonna tell you about. I'll give you seven, maybe I'll give you 10 reasons why networking is so powerful when it comes to your job hunting process. I'm gonna tell you that just applying to jobs, even hundreds of jobs, just it's stupid. You're wasting your time and you causing unnecessary stress when you can just network. You can apply to way less jobs. I have my clients; they're applying to 3 to 5 jobs a week and mainly focusing on the networking, and they're seeing way more results. And I explain. So number one, you get to access hitting job markets. So the thing about networking is you might contact a recruiter, for example, for a role. Maybe you're not a good fit for it, or they filled the role already, or they're looking at an internal candidate. And they might hit you up and say, oh, actually, we might have another position open up. Like the fact that you get put potentially in front of other candidates because you networked for a future opportunity is just amazing. Like that is the power of networking. So when anytime like somebody contacts me like a candidate and they reach out to me about a role and maybe we filled the role already or they're not a right fit for the role, trust me, I have their resume on file and I have them in mind. Because if a position ever comes up or if I'm expecting a position to come up, I will bring it up to the candidate. So that's number one. Number two, remember referrals increases your chance of hiring. So when I say networking, it's not all. A lot of people think it's all about just contacting recruiters or HR. It's way more than that. You can actually contact hiring managers and people in the company that have the same job title that you're looking for. Because if you build a relationship with them and they refer you, you are guaranteed a phone screen and or interview. That's the power of referrals. As a recruiter, we take what our employees say to heart. If an employee hit me up and said, hey, I got Todd Jones, he applied to this role that you just put up, can you talk to him? Absolutely. You're an employee of the company. Your word goes a long way. I'm going to talk to him. No matter, I don't care if he worked at McDonald's and it's for a CEO role. I'm at least going to talk to him. Promise you I'm going to talk to him. All right. Number three, industry insights. This is more if you're coming out of college or you're trying to transition over to a new industry. Getting some insights by networking is really good. But if you do have a foundation in your industry already, so like me, I'm in recruiting. I know the recruiting insights. So I don't need to network to learn about the recruiting insights. So I say it's more for someone who is brand new. All right. But still important. Still important, guys. Number four, personal branding. Brand is everything. Networking helps in building your personal brand because you're constantly interacting with professionals in your industry. So you create that reputation can carry a long way when it comes to your job searching process. So if you think of yourself like a brand, also think of yourself as you're trying to sell yourself and market yourself. So marketing is your resume, your LinkedIn profile, your application. That is marketing yourself, right? Just like if you had a business. In selling yourself is selling yourself via interview or phone screen. So when you get on that call with the recruiter, you're letting them know, look, I know I'm a good fit. I did some research about your company. I got this, and you guys need this, and I can provide this. That is selling yourself. When you get to the interview with the hiring manager, you are selling yourself. All right. Number five, mentorship and advice. I wish someone told me this, but mentorship is so important. If you're in a field, especially if you're on the lower end of the field, maybe you're just entry level salesperson, find a salesperson that is experienced, because if you can have them as a mentor, your life is gonna be so much easier. Like your learning curve just shortens. They're gonna teach you things like, yeah, I remember they're gonna tell you things they messed up on, for example, that you get to learn, that you don't have to make that same mistake, right? It's funny because when I got my first job as a recruiter, for example, I have a mentor till this day, and she helped me out with everything. Without her, I wouldn't be in this position. So mentorship is the most important thing. All right. Number six, increase visibility. This is probably the most important part, because what you want to do with networking is separate yourself from the competition. Other candidates is the competition. Remember that. Candidates are competition. So when a job opens up and you're applying and it says 60 people has applied to that job on LinkedIn, you are competing against them. And I promise you, those people are not doing good networking. All they're doing is sending a connection request to the recruiter. That's all they're doing. And saying, hey, I'm a good fit for this role. But there's so many better ways to network than that. Right? You can go way more personal and deep into it. All right. Number 7, learning from others' experience. So through networking, you can learn from the experience of others. Like I said before, this is what I said with the mentorship. But understand common challenges and how to overcome them. This is really, really good for like industry insights. Like I said, for number 3, when you're trying to get into a brand new industry or field, it can shorten your learning curve by having a good network. All right. Number 8, expanding your skills. So networking kind of ties to seminar, conferences. I do highly recommend that you attend those things like workshops, seminars, collaborative projects, conferences, because the networking, a lot of people avoid those, but people don't understand the power of networking when it comes to doing that. I see people land roles just going to those type of seminars or conferences. All right. Number 9, emotional support and encouragement. This is very important. This is like why LinkedIn is so powerful. If you ever seen someone lose their job and they post about it, hey, I was just laid off, I need help, I got a family, you will see they get like hundreds and thousands of likes, and you will see people comment on those postings and offer jobs. Like, hey, I have a buddy here that has a job opening, or I'm actually looking for someone, let's jump on the call. Like, I seen people who post on LinkedIn those type of stories and land jobs just like that. Like, it is so powerful, and people just don't do it. Now, I'm not saying you have to make a post. It just shows the power of networking. People are willing to help you out. They are. You will get a little bit of luck and reach out to the right person and say, oh yeah, I can help you. I got this role, or I know a buddy that's looking for someone. That's networking. All right. Number 9, emotional support and encouragement. So everybody knows. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Number 10, actually. So this is number 10 now, because emotional support is when you post on LinkedIn and all that stuff. So number 10, this one is really important. It's the long-term career opportunities. So, networking is not just about finding your next job. It's about building long-term relationships that can lead to future opportunities and growth in your career. So you can start entry level in software development or as a software engineer, and you're doing a lot of networking, and then 5 years go by and that person can refer you or hire you to more of a leadership role 5 years down the road, or a higher level role, because you networked with them 5 years prior, right? You kept in contact with them. You knew who they are. You met them at a conference. You connect with them on LinkedIn. So it's not just about, networking is not just about landing that current role today. It's also about planting that seed for the future. If you keep that in mind, then you will be successful. If you have that mindset, like, how many conversations can I have today? How many people can I connect with on LinkedIn? How many people can I message? I promise you, it will pay off. You build this tree. First of all, it's like 2 separate trees. You have a brand that's just growing, your personal brand, and then you have your networking brand, your tree of networking, right? You're talking to you have a director of sales here, and you have a manager here. This networking tree that you have is amazing, right? So you want to just build those every single day. All right. So I preach to my people. Like I said, I have clients that I teach this to, that networking is the most important piece. When people say, hey, I can't find a job, I jump on a call with them to coach them. I say, scrap the applying. Who cares? Even a resume is not that big of a deal. Like, your resume most likely is fine. Let's go deep into networking, because you have a lot of competition that you have to beat out. All right, guys. So I hope this helps out. Remember, networking is very important, and looking forward to interacting with y'all in the next video.